Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris the High Guy Jacobs, and today we're taking a little bit of a break from Doomsday play, and we're going to talk a little bit about the channel and what we've been able to create. Now, we started this channel back in about April of last year, and in that time, we have managed to amass and acquire almost 2,000 subscribers, which is absolutely fantastic, and I am more than ecstatic with the amount of support and the amount of growth that we've been able to see. But don't get it twisted. This is not the only thing. We are looking to grow this as large as we can and get that influence out there, not only about the game, but obviously about cannabis and things like that too. As you can see, I'm a staunch supporter of it. I represent it in the clothes that I wear and in the things that I talk about because it is a huge part of my life. Pardon me. So before we dive deep into all of this video, I do want to ask that you like, that you subscribe, that you share the video with your friends, and you go ahead and fill out that notification bell so that you get any new drops when we drop new content. Because at the end of the day, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys, and it wasn't for all you fine folks at home. So I do want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. But let's get this out there and let's start sharing the message. And let's get to 2,000 subs, hopefully here within the next month. And then we can start looking towards the future. I have some things set up for a 2K giveaway, which is something that I'm talking to the missus about, as she is my merchandise manager. But we've got some things that we'd like to do to kind of celebrate that growth period that we've got going on. So again, like, comment, subscribe, fill out the notification bell, and obviously share this with your friends. So first and foremost, you all know that I have a podcast that goes up every week called Who TF Are You? This is a Doomsday-themed podcast where my entire goal is to interview players of the game and just basically talk with them about what they like about it, what they don't like about it, and get like a living opinion on what the game is actually currently doing. And in order to do this, not only do I need guests, but I need willing participants to be able to help out with that process. So I'm coming to you first and foremost in this video to ask for guests. If you are a player with regardless of your might, it doesn't really matter. I just did an interview with someone at 15 million might, and I've interviewed players up to 300 million might. So it has nothing to do with that. It is entirely about whether you have an opinion on the game, whether you have Discord and a microphone, and whether you just want to shoot the shit with me for, 45 minutes to an hour and rant and rave and have a good time doing so. It's a really fun process. You can talk to anybody that I've done interviews with. It's a great time, and I'm just reaching out if you'd like to be interviewed for this game, introduced to the community, and have a bit more of a step or a bit more of a face in the game. Please, number one, reach out in the comments or find me in game and reach out in game. I'm always looking for new guests and trying to keep that around. So please, if you'd like to be involved and you'd like to be a guest, reach out to me. Or if you have any suggestions of people that you would like me to interview, please reach out and let me know. If I have any suggestions, that gives me people that I can talk to and schedule in to get those interviews done. And that way we can continue having them up every single week. So please, if you want to be a part of it, or if you know someone who you want to hear from or hear an interview from, leave those down in the comment section below. Next, I've been talking and thinking a lot about what I want to do in this channel moving forward, and I already have a couple of weekly things, but I want to start doing a monthly, I was thinking about doing, a monthly round table where I can pull in a couple of players from the community to sit and, once a month, key players from the community and just talk about, what the game is doing, talk about how the game is doing, and kind of things like that. So kind of like the Who TF Are You podcast is a little bit more personal. This would be a little bit more of a wide scale thing. So we'd have 4 or 5 different people involved and either get into debates on the game, or in reality, however ADHD is going to let us go. So it might stream into real life situations. It might kind of stream into the game stuff. However the conversation evolves is kind of what I'm hoping for. So this is something that I've been thinking of enacting kind of once a month. But obviously, in order to do this, I need people that are interested in whether this is something that people would be interested in seeing, and who you would like to be included in this, who you think would be interested or interesting to have on a roundtable discussion to be able to talk about the dynamics of the game, the mechanics of the game, or in reality anything in itself. So if you can, throw down in the comments as well what you think about the chance of a monthly quote unquote podcast where you'd see 4 or 5 different people throughout the community, talking together in one conversation. And if so, who you'd like to be out, to see part of that, which type of people you'd like to see on a roundtable like that, roundtable discussion. Okay. Next, we're going to talk very quickly about recruitment, okay? As it stands currently, GrOp is recruiting active players. We are looking for a handful of field fighters, people who specifically like to fight in the field, Tier 5 and Tier 6, and a couple of rally and garrison leaders. We have a decent setup already, but we're looking to fill in a couple of those key positions. So I'm putting this out to the entire community. If you have Tier 6, if you're a rally leader, if you're a garrison leader, or you're a Tier 6 field fighter, please reach out to me. If you're looking for a new place to play and you're looking for a new dynamic, a place to stretch your legs and kind of get things out there, reach out to me, talk to me, and let's see about bringing you in there and at least, open that line of communication. GrOp is always looking for active players and active members, especially those that are actively looking to, make a name for themselves or get out there and kind of really perform during events, right? So if you'd like to do that and you'd like to step into our alliance, reach out to me in game, or again, reach out to me in the comments and let me know. Let's get the conversation started. And lastly, I want to talk about something that we've just started here. Not necessarily just started in the sense that we've had it for a while, but this is kind of the marking of where we're going to start promoting a little bit more within the channel. Because let's be honest, folks, we live in a time, a day and age where nothing is cheap. Neither is life, and no one gets paid for free. And IGG themselves don't pay their creators. I was just talking to Armored about this as well, and he's actually thinking about doing a video on this as well. But IGG doesn't pay their content creators. YouTube doesn't pay very much for any of that kind of stuff. So unfortunately, we have to rely on the communities that we create in order to fund a lot of our thoughts, a lot of our activities, and a lot of things that you guys want to see. So what we've done here is we've opened up memberships. So if you'd like to go ahead and click join and become a member to our channel, you can absolutely do that now. And there's a couple of different tiers, at which you can become a member. It's only a monthly fee. I believe it starts as low as, I believe, $6.99 a month American, which works out to about $4.50 Canadian, which is where I'm from. Scratch that, reverse it. It's $6.99 Canadian, which is like $4 or $5 American. Because I live in Canada, and it kind of goes up from there. But this allows you not only to get shout outs on the channel, if that's what you'd like, shout outs for you and your alliance and your friends and things like that, or it allows you to get one-on-one, either training sessions with me or one-on-one, account references and things like that. So if you need some help with your account or you want some actual, direct hand-on, assistance or advice, things like that, you can get your name to the head of the list, obviously, by becoming a member. Now, it's not a requirement. Obviously, I don't need you. I don't need you to, because I do obviously, make enough on the back end to survive. But in order for me to do a lot of these bigger ideas, or in order for me to make, better content or things like that, we are going to be looking for help in the ways of things like memberships and things like that. So if you can afford it, please do me a favor and click that join button. Become a member today. Help out the channel, maintain just a little bit longer. And obviously every dollar that we raise goes back into the production value, goes back into the content, goes back into the account to make sure that everything we can do is to help as many people as we can. So that being said, like I mentioned, we are talking about doing a 2K sub giveaway. We've got some merchandise that I'd like to I'm thinking about planning a giveaway for. So if that's something you'd also like to see, let me know in the comments down below, and then I'll start talking with the missus about what kind of stuff we can look to set up for that. And then other than that, folks, that's really what we're talking about in the video today. So if you have any questions or concerns, again, feel free to hit those comment sections. The more that we can engage there, the better. Let's talk, let's chat, let's communicate. Okay. Other than that, if there's anything else that you need, feel free to reach out to me in game. Remember, just a quick relapse, or a quick, not relapse, but a quick recall of what we just talked about. Who TF are you if you want to be a guest, or if you have any suggestions for people you want to hear from? There's a possible monthly roundtable I'm thinking of putting together. Thoughts on whether you would watch that, listen to that, and who, if so, who would you like to hear from? And then recruitment. So if you're tier 6 rally leaders, garrison leaders, or field fighters, and you want a little bit of a change in your environment, reach out to me. And then lastly, memberships in a 2K subs giveaway that we're actually planning. So if you can't afford the membership, go ahead and help out the channel. That would really be absolutely appreciated. And like I said, anything that we do generate goes back into the channel to make it better content for you guys. So all of that being said, folks, thanks very much for your support. You have no idea how much it means to me to come on every day and receive the messages from players that are looking for help and finding it both in the channel and in the community. I am eternally grateful for every single like and every single comment and every single subscription. You have no clue what benefits it brings to my life, just to be able to know that my hard work does go noticed, even though it is to a community just involved in a mobile game. Those types of things are what gets me up and get me going every day. So thank you very much for giving me a reason to continue. And like I said, share this with your friends, right? Like, comment, and subscribe. Click that dopamine for yourself and myself included. And let's create something fantastic, because at the end of the day, I rant and rave about how the community here is fantastic. And I've seen some incredible things come from the community. So let's just keep it going. Let's, push to create something absolutely fantastic and give everybody an opinion and everybody a voice, so that your opinion and your voice matters. Okay. Other than that, folks, thanks very much for taking the time. If you got to this far, you are an absolute all-star. Love, peace, chicken grease, and until next time, stay lifted.